Welcome back to The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, I'm your average drinker, and I am so excited for this video, mainly because I got a dusty whiskey to review for you today. Yeah, literally a dusty. It's Willett Pot Still. It's a dusty, mainly because it's been sitting on our shelf, never opened it. Yeah, seriously, look at this dust. I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't know how this is gonna show up. Let me close my eyes. See, try to zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. Anyway, I don't know if you guys can see, but there is a lot of dust on this bottle. There might be a little dust on the bottle. Anyhow, never opened this bottle, never drank this, never tried it. I've just heard some interesting things about Willett Pot Still. Some people really don't like it. We got this back in Kansas. We got this in Kansas for about 45 bucks. So pretty good price because in Colorado we see it everywhere for about $60. So we got it. We were gonna use it for another video, but the video we just never did. So it's just been sitting on the shelf. We're like, oh, we'll open it for an occasion, some sort of an occasion. And that occasion is today. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks so much for watching and subscribing, liking and commenting. Really appreciate you. Now, I'm gonna give you my off-the-cuff review of this Willett Pot Still. It is a freaking cool bottle. It really is. Like, if I could just base this review purely off of the fact that this bottle is cool, it wins, right? It wins just because it's cool looking. But I don't know what the whiskey tastes like on the inside, so I'm excited to find out. This is Willett Bourbon. Sorry, that was like a really weird pause. It was like Willett Bourbon. This is Willett Bourbon Whiskey, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 94 proof. Really don't know anything else about it past that it's a cool looking bottle. So it's time for me to give you guys my off the cuff review of this bottle. Let's crack it open. I'm excited. Literally still sealed. Whoa. I just like pulled the cork out and the seal and broke it all at the same time. So there we go. We got that. Maybe peel this off the top there. Yeah, that didn't come off very easily. Anyhow, let's pour this one up and see what's inside. Makes a nice glugging noise. Whoa. I just like the bottle. Like, if solely on the bottle, I'm sold just because it's a cool looking bottle. All right, cheers to y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Let's dive into this thing. All right. Set this thing away. Here we go. Right away, the color isn't like super dark, but it's also not super light. Like, it doesn't look like pea water, so there's that. Kind of looks like it has floaties in it. That's weird. Okay, here we go. Let's sniff this sucker up. On the nose, it smells, well, it doesn't smell great. On the nose, I get some like youthfulness, some like pastury type notes out of it right away. Like, it smells kind of like High West High Country, but it doesn't have like this malty thing going on with it. And yeah, it just kind of smells pastury, like even a little bit coppery. Yeah, like a little bit like copper or like some weird minerality note in there. Maybe a little orange peel. Vanilla, definitely get that orange peel, like the actual orange peel, like the inside of the rind. There are some notes in here that aren't that bad. Like, it's not bad. It doesn't smell horrible. Just doesn't smell great right away. Let me slosh it around in there a little bit. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on the nose of this. Definitely doesn't burn the nose hairs. There's a little bit of like, maybe like hints of brown sugar in there, like a toasted brown sugar. Maybe a little bit of like Special K brown sugar Cheerios, or not Special K, whatever those Cheerios, brown sugar Cheerios, or the caramel Cheerios. Kind of smells like that. Maybe a little bit of like vanilla bean ice cream. So it's not horrible. It just has like a weird astringent note right away that I didn't love. Like a pastury, young, youthful note. But overall, not horrible. I do like the vanilla bean note in it, so it's not completely horrible on the nose. Could be worse. I have definitely smelled worse. That's a positive sign right there. Okay, and the nice thing is this is actually quite viscous on the glass. It's sitting on there thick, nice and thick, and it's not really running down the glass at all. So it's really actually super thick. Crazy. The legs are barely running. Okay, now let's taste this thing. That's so crushable. Insanely crushable. Take another sip here. You know, strangely enough, I mean, it's not like super complex. It's not super exciting or anything, but it's like a lot of vanilla, caramel, like traditional bourbon flavors, like super classic bourbon notes in there. There's no weird like note to it. It's just really like vanilla, caramel, and orange peel. With a little bit of like, there's a light like tart note in there. Like a persimmon. Kind of reminds me of a persimmon because it's like a little bit bitter inside the mid palate. There's also some like dark chocolate in there. So overall, it doesn't taste like really horrible. Honestly, it's not that bad. Like, I don't know what so many people were hating on. Like, to me, this reminds me, actually, this is kind of crazy. You're gonna freak out when you hear me say this, but if I put this in a blind, oh yeah, there's like a little bit of cherry in there too. If I put this in a blind next to Buffalo Trace, like basic Buffalo Trace, I'd be curious to see what happened. I'm super curious about that because on the nose, I definitely think Buffalo Trace is better, but on the palate, this has a lot of similarities to me. So, call me crazy. I might be crazy, but this isn't the worst thing I've drank. It's really not that bad. It's actually, it's fine. Do I want to pay $60 for it? Heck no. $45, fine, but I still think there are a lot better things on the market than this. Like, could this be a good $20 to $30 bottle? Sure. Yeah, 20 to 30 bucks, absolutely. And that's kind of why Buffalo Trace should definitely beat this out, in my opinion. But overall, I think it's fine. Now I gotta like hone in on a score here. Yeah. I'm gonna give this one. See, there are things I like about it on the palate. It's like caramelized sugar, vanilla bean ice cream. The finish, it's not like it sits there and it's like you can taste that vanilla still, so it's decent. It's got a decent finish. The nose doesn't do it for me. Like the nose not super horrible, but it's not my favorite nose I've ever smelled. So that's why I want to go ahead and give this one 2.75 corks out of 5. It's not amazing. It's not horrible either. It's just kind of basic, and it's, yeah. I think for a beginner, this would be a really great pour, honestly, because it's a good lower proof, 94 proof, and I think that it is an easy one to drink. Super easy to drink, super crushable, and yeah, 2.75 is not the worst score. So there's that. That's my review of this Willett Pot Still off the cuff. Kind of curious to see what happens when I drink down the bottle a little bit more, and I want to compare it against some other bottles that are a little less expensive. So anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have tried the Willett Pot Still, let me know what you think. But that's my review on it. That's what I think, my off the cuff review. So thank you guys so much. Have a great day. I'm Dara, I'm your average drinker, and I'll see you next time.